There's a lot going on, y'all. I mean, we were in the middle of yesterday's stream when I'm sitting there reading through that whole 100+ pages of Big U's indictment and charges, which was a wild read. Go check that stream out from last night if you haven't seen it. And y'all was in the chat last night like, yo, Yella Beezy just got arrested and tied to the murder of Mo3. The K Flock verdict came down. It's just a lot. Yo, this week with Big U added into all of that, it's a lot going on. And of course, Loose Cannon and Bricc Baby and the rest of the Rolling 60s that was grabbed up in that sweep. There's a lot going on this weekend. So, all right, this morning we're gonna talk about the Yella Beezy and Mo3 situation. All right, we're gonna jump into the past a little bit as well. We're gonna bring up some recent stuff going on. We're gonna let y'all see some of the dots that was already connected between those two guys already in the past. We're gonna, just make sure that we come up to speed once again with the K Flock verdict that came down. You see, the title says, "Is the media feds?" You hear that a lot. The Adam 22s of the world, the Vlad, especially Vlad TV. He's gotten it for years. Is he the cops? Is he the feds? Is he helping the police? Is he working with the government? Right. We're gonna get into that topic. It's gonna be mixed in to the Mo3 and the Yella Beezy topic. I'm gonna mix it in. Um, it's going to be real important for us to get to that piece. So please make sure that you stay towards the end or the latter half when we get there, people, because it's all going to be tied in together and very, very relevant. And real quick, too, I want to say shout out to the chat. I see folks like Scarfy saying, finally, I get to catch a pod from the beginning. And I see people like Tony in the chat saying, finally about to catch a live from the start. And of course, we got our members already coming in here. Shout out to Big Yella 317. I see DMV Doll. She's family over here. Shout out to the members on their way in. I see this is Twiz, man. That's the homie, of course. Kelson and other members in the building. I appreciate y'all. For all the people that missed the lives and are looking to catch more of the lives, Monday through Friday, we are typically here about 6 a.m. in the morning. There are days during the week where we got to come right back, just like last night for the Big U paperwork, and we got to do multiple live streams during the day. So then you'll catch me maybe in the afternoon, depending on what's going on. The weekends, we here in the morning as well, but it probably ain't 6 a.m. I try to get a little bit more sleep on the weekends. But generally, you want to catch the streams and the live. We are here in the morning. And once again, shout out to the members starting to pour into the building. Fly Gemini, I see you, love. I appreciate you. All right, we got a lot to go over, so let's get into it. This was the news as it broke yesterday.
And we have two breaking news stories tonight, starting with an update on a rapper gunned down on a highway 5 years ago. Dallas police now say Yella Beezy hired a hitman to kill his one-time friend turned rival, Mo3. Cole Sullivan is live at the county jail. These are well-known rappers in the Dallas hip-hop scene.
Chris, Yella Beezy's top single, it Put It On Me, it peaked at 56 on the Billboard Hot 100. Now he's in the Dallas County Justice Complex behind me on a capital murder charge, accused of hiring a hitman to kill a fellow rapper. This all happened back in 2020. And just before noon, in the middle of Interstate 35, just south of the Dallas Zoo, Dallas police arrested a 22-year-old and charged him with murder. Initially, that 22-year-old's in federal prison, convicted of gun charges. But now, 5 years later, they say he was the trigger man. Police say Yella Beezy, whose top song That's On Me, hired that 22-year-old and promised him cash for killing Mo3. A grand jury handed up an indictment this week and booked Marquise Conway tonight. The killing of Melvin Noble, known as Mo3, led to an outpouring of grief from his fans. Dozens held a memorial outside Dallas City Hall that week. He once was friends with a man now accused of hiring someone to murder him. The killing has long been suspected to be the result of a rap feud. We reached out to Yella Beezy's legal team tonight and have not heard back. We're waiting to hear back on a bond amount for him as well. We'll bring you updates tomorrow on Daybreak. Chris.
All right, thank you, Cole. We've been following Yella Beezy's career, and this isn't his first run-in with the law. Go to WFAA.com, where we posted a story on his previous arrests, as well as the time he was shot several times in 2018.
Okay. All right. I had to make sure I came up to speed and did a little refresh as well. I believe 2 people are already in custody behind the shooting of Mo3. I don't think that anybody has been convicted of murdering Mo3 yet, right? The 2 people that are in custody for at least the shooting of Mo3, because remember, grabbing Yella Beezy right now, they're saying that he is being accused of hiring the hitman or hitmen, right? But as far as the 2 people that are already in custody, y'all could take a look at this real quick.
man has been arrested accused of gunning down rapper MO3 on a Dallas.
Bring that back.
A second man has been arrested accused of gunning down rapper MO3 on a Dallas highway. 28-year-old Devin Brown was indicted on a murder charge this week. Another man, 22-year-old Kwan Ride, was also indicted on the same charge earlier this year. Back in November, Melvin Noble, also known as MO3, was driving on 35E near the Dallas Zoo when White approached him with a gun. Police say Noble ran down the highway trying to escape and was chased by White, who fired multiple times, hitting Noble.
Now, remember this face here that they just said, the second person in custody, people. Let's bring it back.
A second man has been arrested. 2-year-old Kwan Ride was also.
This person, Kwan, right? This face here. The old internet puzzles already being put together. This is pretty much old news. This was done years ago, right? But they started creating links to the shooters that are in custody to Yella Beezy long time ago. This is nothing new, people.
Tell the people the truth. So they've been misled, they've been misinformed. Like
now let me pause it. Let me go back once again. That was the same person that we saw that was in custody, right? Same person. But look at some of these captions. Peep the GRC chains and the PMG IG name. They keep linking shooters and affiliates and Yella Beezy together off of the GRC medallions on their chains and PMG in some of their IG names. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's say we all rolling 60s, right? And everybody got a form of rolling in their name. I'm rolling ARP, you rolling Jeff, you rolling Jason, you rolling Kevin. You see what I'm saying? On IG. And some people do it on IG, some people do it with tattoos. They all get the same tattoo. They link themselves together. Damn, it makes me think that me and my brother got Rare Breed tatted on us. But the only thing that you're ever going to find on social media and actual actions out in the world is Rare Breed Entertainment. So fast, you ain't got shit on me. But this is how they start to link all these people together from IG and tattoos and all this type of stuff. And this was done in the past.
Tell the people the truth. So they've been misled, they've been misinformed. Like, nah, niggas ain't no diss round, nigga.
And peep the GRC chains and the PMG IG name on the chain. Okay, so they're still going here.
My partner didn't go, nigga. Had birthday though.
This picture right here, peep the GRC chains and the PMG IG names once again. And this is the same person that's in custody, right? Holding, look like the AK there, right? And they're linking all these people together. Like, this is what the internet does, but the internet can't play detective if the internet doesn't have all the evidence and the links and the pieces of the puzzle on the ground in the first place, right? So
you niggas know what's up with me in real life though.
Look at this. Peep the GRC change and the PMG IG name on the chain. You know, they're still putting it all together, right? Now,
that's okay. Don't hurt nobody.
PMG on Yella Beezy's chain right here, right? Along with the other affiliates that they just showed prior, including the person that's in custody for the shooting. Now, to be fair, that doesn't mean you're guilty, people. That doesn't mean you're guilty. But MO3 was killed, what, 2020, 22, something like that, right? When they start to investigate these cases, and remember, nobody has been convicted yet. So even to see that nobody has been convicted yet, which I got to assume that means that those two shooters didn't go to trial yet. That's a question within itself. If they was arrested all the way back then, why haven't they been convicted or found innocent yet? I don't know. Sometimes court cases get delayed forever. Maybe there's other shit they're trying to, you never know. But in a trial like that, assuming that it didn't happen, or else they would, you know, we'd have a verdict on them. All different types of details come out, right? These are the type of details that the prosecution and the feds, they put on the table. Now, don't take it as disrespect when you see my thumbnail saying game over. But we know the conviction rate of the feds, and we know how much evidence they have to work with. Let me say this now at this point in 2025. We could have said it for the last God knows how many years. We keep looking at the feds. We keep looking at the LAPD, the NYPD, like the DEA. You look at these law enforcement or these investigative units. People, take this literal. One of the strongest investigative units in the history of crime is the social media based internet. And these are people that are not employed by the feds. They're not employed by the DEA. They're not employed by your local police department. This is what the internet does. So you have 1 million people around the world already invested and involved with these names, the chains, the tattoos, the affiliates, the songs, the interviews, the social media posts. And all they're going to do is keep putting it together. And we're going to get to an even worse one in a second, but we'll get there. Now, let's get to, actually, we'll go to it right now. Let's get to our friend, Trap Law Ross. Okay. Trap Law Ross has a documentary on the death of Dallas, on Dallas Express, the murder of MO3. This video came out in 2022. Okay. This is a 3-year-old video. All right. This is a 2-hour and 45-minute run of content of him putting all the puzzle and look at the chapters here, the pieces together of their beef. Where does Trap Law Ross live? Does he have anything to do with where these two people are from? All he does is go to Reddit. I shouldn't say all he does. He does his homework, goes to Reddit, goes to YouTube, goes to social media, goes to all these different websites and interviews. And he puts this shit together. And then we sit back and we watch it. And if we watch it and say, damn, shit is looking kind of spooky. It's looking like game over. What the fuck do you think the law enforcement agencies are doing? Now, sticking with the media, because that's a topic within itself. I didn't get there yet. Is the media feds. When it comes to this documentary, I want to start with the part where he's focusing on the tie-in with MO3 and Yella Beezy in regards to Say Cheese. So Say Cheese is a very, very prominent platform as well. We tend to hear about DJ VLAD the most, right? But when it comes to interviews, you got your Say Cheeses, you got your DJ VLADs, of course, you got your No Jumpers. Academics does some big interviews too. He keeps running around now talking about he's going to try to get Kanye West up there. Can't wait to see it. But look at this for a second.
There's a few more important people to discuss before we talk about the beef between MO3 and Yella Beezy, because there's several other neutral parties that will play a big role in this story. Sean Cotton from Say Cheese, for example, a prolific interviewer who would essentially become the DJ Vlad or Zach TV of Dallas, interviewing both sides of the beefing local rap scene and inadvertently getting right in the middle of the feud, eventually even picking up the attention of the local media for giving a voice to the gang members coming out of his city.
A Fort Worth man is making a living going into neighborhoods most find unsafe to tell stories about gang life. Sean Cotton runs the YouTube channel Say Cheese TV and regularly visits high crime neighborhoods looking for stories about street gangs and gang-affiliated rappers. 28-year-old quit his $7 per hour job cleaning refrigerators 6 years ago to document gang life, and now he makes up to $15,000 a month with his YouTube channel. He also has deals with advertisers and rap labels through his work on Instagram. But danger is part of the job. Cotton wears a bulletproof vest and got a license to carry after a well-known Chicago blogger, Zach Stoner, was killed doing the same work just last year.
My wear, for safety reasons, after my homie Zach TV, got killed, I kind of took in consideration to be more safe when I'm out in, poverty areas doing interviews.
Cotton says that he gives rappers like 30 Rich the chance to change the narrative about his lifestyle, and he provides an unfiltered look at how life and rap music can intersect in the toughest neighborhoods in our country. Critics, though, say these types of videos glorify gang violence, but Cotton says the rewards outweigh the risks.
Sean police getting involved. Following his recovery, the first big single that Yella Beezy dropped was the smash hit Back at It Again on March the 15th, 2019.
Oh, my bad. I was on mute, but y'all was able to hear the video. We back now. My bad. I was on mute. I'll repeat that real quick. What I was saying was the interviewer, Say Cheese, for the most part, his content got him to the point where he was brought on to NBC, right? So I'm glad we back. Appreciate y'all in the chat. To the point where we brought him on NBC, right? Now, when you look at that chapter, I'm not going to play the whole thing, obviously, but go check that out. It's kind of like the gateway to showing that all the things that's happening between Mo3 and Yella Beezy and all the interviews and the media platforms in the middle, whether it's Zach TV, whether it's, and rest in peace to Zach TV, whether it's Say Cheese, whether it's Vlad, whether it's No Jumper Podcast, right? It's a dangerous job. You know, he's out there in the field, and they show that he got to walk around with a gun and a bulletproof vest. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's his job. It's definitely a promotion and jump up from $7 an hour, which what he was making. Now he's making $15 a month at that time, sponsors and all this type of stuff. But he captured a lot of things related to this beef. Okay. So that chapter, once again, let me just scroll down. This is what I was saying while I was on mute. That chapter was Mo3 versus Yella Beezy. Friends become enemies. Now, if we get to the actual chapter of where are we? The chapter of Yella Beezy and Mo3 concert gone wrong. Okay. Check this out.
19. With this track coming with big features from the likes of Quavo of the Migos and Gucci Mane. And a music video came out the following month, which to date has racked up close to 80 million views. This song would land on the Billboard Hot 100 charts too, peaking at number 78. And by the end of the year, it was even certified gold. But the track also had some cryptic lyrics that referenced the Tollway shooting and the beef in his city, with Yella Beezy rapping, "Last month I got shot, I been went up on features, body for body, my dudes are some demons, we tit for tat, leave you busted and bleeding." This track was from his 2019 mixtape Back End Beezy, which also featured the track Restroom Occupied featuring Chris Brown. And despite the tension and close brush with death, by this point it seemed as if Yella Beezy was truly back at it again and taking his career to brave new heights. Meanwhile, Trap Boy Freddy was goading the opposition too, showing off a newly renovated Sprinter bus following Mo3's allegations of somebody having had their Sprinter shot up. In June 2019, Mo3 would release his new video for the track Alter Ego, aka Mo3 versus Osama. And this song would see Mo3 introduce the world to his new alter ego, Osama 3 Laden. Yeah, that's really what he called himself. Along with revealing his provocative, iced-out Osama pistol chain that he would become synonymous with. This song would see Mo3 rapping back and forth between his two alter egos, Mo3 and Osama 3 Laden, his evil side, an apparent body-catching demon. Clearly, Mo3 didn't mind playing the villain in his city, to the point where he would nickname him after one of the most hated terrorists in American history. And with that mindset, it's really no surprise that things would pop off once again between these Dallas rappers, with the next clash happening in July 2019, when allegedly a promoter attempted to book Mo3 and Yella Beezy to play the same concert, the 2019 Unruly Citizens Festival at the Ford Center. Mo3 would arrive to perform, being told by police he would not be allowed to enter the venue where Yella Beezy was, ultimately leading to him being arrested, with Mo3 broadcasting his own arrest on IG Live.
Hey, what's your first name, sir? Melvin Noble. Nobos? N-O-B-L-E. Wow. Hey, what's your birthday? No. May 31st. May 31st? 1992. That's your real birthday. Hey, I'm on the show, bro. I ain't did nothing. I'm on the show.
Stay right there.
I ain't did nothing.
You're not in the show, dude.
Huh?
You're not in the show.
When? Since when?
You got canceled.
I ain't know this, sir.
Mo3 would be escorted from the venue in handcuffs, later taking to social media to mock the police and Yella Beezy for having him removed from the show, and suggesting that a flyer that had both Mo3 and Yella Beezy's names on it had been taken down from the internet, leading some skeptics to suggest that Mo3 was never booked to perform there at all.
I ain't going in the show if he in the building. I ain't gonna do the show if he's still here. I told y'all it was a problem. My son feared for his safety. Y'all need to get him out of here. Okay, we're gonna hit him with trespassing. Sir, you have a warrant, sir. You're not supposed to be here. What? Well, I got a warrant. Oh, now I'm trespassing. Which one is it? I just can't do my show. Sir, you're not on the show since when? Since when I ain't on the show?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I mean, rest in peace, Mo3. But as we watch documentaries like this, and even if we watch some of this play out in the midst of when they was actually going back and forth and he was alive, he did a lot of he did do a lot of trolling as far as like really getting that allegedly Yella and other people. Like he took to his social media platforms and talked a lot of mess frequently. And rest in peace, with no disrespect, but it's a lot that happened that was going on at that time.
My name on the flyer. Oh, they took all the flyers down out their page. So now people saying he was never on the show, folks. I ain't got no beef and no rap. I don't know what y'all talking about. I can't really do a show. But they told us, we see you on the premises, gonna get you up out of here. Who told y'all that? Blake, you told me that Dallas gang unit called and said, y'all gotta take MO3 off the show because he's a gang member. I thought whatchamacallit was neighborhood. I thought he was rolling 60 Crip. That don't make no sense, man. Come on, y'all killing me with these lies, man. Y'all sit there and book me for the show. Had all my people and fans buy tickets. I wasn't even there 20 minutes.
Now, various versions of the flyer with Mo3's name have been posted online, but Yella Beezy himself would also claim that this was a fake flyer, suggesting that Mo3 cannot get booked anywhere or make money like him, suggesting that Mo3's whole narrative of getting thrown out of the show was fake, basically suggesting that the whole arrest was just a gimmick to try and get attention, basically a publicity stunt.
Let's get one thing straight. You is f***ed up and can't get booked nowhere, so y'all trying to play these stupid ass kumbaya game, making fake flyers, trying to get people to think that we cool and shit ain't sweet on this end. Ain't now nigga on the same motherfucker flyers as me at all. You know what I'm saying? If you really booked on a motherfucking flyer, show your contracts. Everybody gotta have contracts when you getting paid for a show or you doing free show. If you was on the show, why the f*** you walking through the front of the building? Everybody know when you an artist, you walk through the back of the building. So why the f*** you walk through the front of it if you own the show? Man, come on, man, you just playing motherfucking games, man. Ain't nobody want even around the motherfucking vicinity of the motherfucking venue when you try to pull up. Out of all the motherfucking shows we've been doing in Dallas, we do shows all across Dallas, Fort Worth, all this shit. Why the f*** would you go to the one that's in Frisco when you know they're gonna have a whole bunch of police for you can be safe? You so focused on trying to ride my wave and trying to look at my motherfucking pocket, you can't do your own shit. You know what I'm saying? Like all that publicity, it's not gonna get you nowhere. You trying to come up off gimmicks. That's why you can't come up, because gimmicks don't last long. That's why I ain't with y'all, because the whole city know you hoes. The whole city know you. All y'all want to do is pull publicity stunts. Ain't about you solid, man. That's why you can't get past, because you trying to come up off gimmicks instead of being authentic with the you trying to watch what's going on over here. Mad at the paper, man. I ain't worried what the fuck I'm gonna worry about who trying to do free shows. I just got 70,000 this week off shows. I done made 70 this week off shows. So why the fuck am I worried about who trying to do shows for free?
Trapboy Freddy would also take to social media to call Mo3's arrest a publicity stunt.
A publicity stunt. Oh, look at the fire. I want to be relevant. Dumb. Hey, let me be with them. Look at that over there. Hey, you ain't one of us. Shit, on the other side. I really don't think you went to jail today. Me personally, I don't think you went to jail. But if you did for trespass and whatever, come on, man, suck it up, man. No bun out. What ass? That's a misdemeanor, bro.
2 days after that incident, a clip would be posted to Vlad TV where Vlad asks Yella Beezy about the beef with Mo3, with Yella Beezy claiming to have no idea who Mo3 is, also denying having ever heard Mo3's diss song 219.
After we did the interview with you, I interviewed Mo3.
Who?
Mo3.
I don't know who that is. Where you from?
I think he's from the same place you're from. Same area.
Dallas?
Yeah.
I don't know him.
Never heard of him?
I know everybody from my city making noise.
Mo3 dropped a song called 219. Some people say is a diss song towards you.
I ain't never heard it.
Clearly Mo3 was still feeling sore about what happened at the venue.
Yo, quick thing, man. We all see it a million times. What's up with these rappers? They'll get on their Instagram lives and shit, or they get on their stories and they'll black the fuck out. Yo, Jason Robinson, man, I'm gonna fuck you up when I catch you. Right? And then you get on VLAD or some shit, and they're like, what's up with you and Jason Robinson? Who's Jason Robinson? I don't understand. It's like I could rap it on my songs and I can say it on my Instagram or my stories. But if I get off VLAD or one of these interviews, Now the cops is watching. They don't watch my Instagram. They don't listen to my songs. I could only get indicted if I say it on Vlad. Yo, this shit is insane to me, B. That's the only play because, like, I'm not saying Yella or anybody specific, but that would make you a fucking super idiot. Like, then you would really be feeding into the whole, like, yo, I think DJ Academics is the feds, or yo, that nigga ARP started doing interviews now on the Sorry Shoot podcast. He's the feds. He be asking questions about like crime and whatnot. That nigga's the feds. So don't say it to him because his show is wired, like the wired, as in like I'm bugged for like going directly to detectives, or wired as in I'm wired to the fucking internet. Like either one. Right? Oh, there's a difference because I'm hardwired right now to my router. But if you set it on Wi-Fi, it's different. You fucking idiots. Like that was insane. It's right there in the music. And on a serious note, all these people that think like, well, if I put it in the music, my backdrop to get out of this with a good lawyer is that I'm just expressing myself artistically, right? And that's been proven a million times to not be true. Your lyrics, like look at Lil Durk's indictment, right? Those that really know his music know like shit, they don't even got the worst songs in the indictment. Like Beverly Hills, that track, like he's got way worse shit that's not even in the indictment, but they will put the lyrics in there. So if y'all think y'all get away with it on because you're rapping or because you're on your Instagram stories and you get to Vlad and you want to play stupid, it don't make no fucking sense. They actually are paying y'all or booking y'all because y'all are saying this shit in your music and on your Instagrams. And 9 times out of 10, when they book you, they believe you're willing to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? They believe you're willing to talk about. I mean, that's the only thing that some of these interviewers need to do more is, hey, I'm booking you. I'm gonna send you $1,000 deposit. I'm gonna fly you out here. When you get here, I want to ask you about your beef with such and such. And some of you motherfuckers got to know that. Like, let's say, shout out to Oskino. Oskino's been having a bunch of interviews getting rolled out on Vlad TV recently, right? I've been keeping an eye on it, and I haven't seen a clip that got released yet related to Garci, right? And we talked about some of their back and forth and their beef, right? I haven't seen that yet. But what did I say? The moment we started talking about it and the moment I interviewed Oskino, I said sooner or later, Oskino's going to get on Vlad because he has a relationship with Vlad. And Oskino says it publicly. When he's got controversy going on, he says, fuck it, I'm going to monetize it. Right. So I said it. I said Vlad is next. And then here he goes. He's on Vlad. Right. Whether he reached out to Vlad or whether Vlad reached out to him is directly spawned by the fact like, oh, shit, Oskino got some stuff going on. It's with Garci. Right. So both people got to know why they're there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're here for that, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't just call each other randomly when nothing's going on and there's nothing to talk about. These rappers is crazy trying to act stupid when they get on the actual platforms. It don't make no sense.
And no doubt Yella Beezy denying his existence only angered him more. So the following day, on July the 30th, 2019, MO3 releases a music video for the track Let Me Find Out, where he appeared to go at Yella Beezy directly, referencing being ejected from that concert where they were both supposed to play together, suggesting that the police recommended he leave due to Beezy not wanting him there, with MO3 suggesting that he had lied to police, saying that he was friends with Beezy to try and get in the venue, and saying that he plans to shoot every diamond off his teeth, as well as once again referencing that shooting on the highway, and lyrics suggesting that Beezy had told his team that he wasn't going to the show if MO3 was there, alleging that his manager had called and said that it wouldn't be safe. And he would even say on the outro of the track that the promoter had asked if it was okay to put MO3 and Beezy on the same show, with MO3 suggesting that he had no problem with it, and suggesting that the promoter had asked Beezy whether they could be in the same venue together, alleging Beezy had said that he doesn't want to be within 50 feet of MO3. The day this track dropped, Go Yayo would take to Facebook to diss MO3, and at some point MO3 would take to IG Live once again to rant about his recent beefs in the city for close to an hour. First off, rebuffing claims that his arrest at the Ford Center was a publicity stunt, and saying that everybody will owe him an apology after he exposes the facts on live.
It's a publicity stunt. If you was one of them in the comments before I'm finna expose you, please apologize to me after this.
He would go on to show a flyer and an Instagram post confirming that he was indeed booked for the show.
Who I was on the phone with? I was on the phone with unruly citizens. That's who, you know, the concert.
at the Force Center. Unruly. Let me show you, man. So, you know, unruly.
Show it to me. Go ahead. Show it to me.
There they go. Unruly.
Mo3 would explain that there were 4 promoters and that one of 4 promoters claimed that Beezy called them and said that he doesn't want Mo3 to be there.
You got a couple members of Unruly. It's like a group of them. At first, you had 3 of them saying, okay, cool. It's good. It's good for the show. And then you got this one saying, man, I don't like saying he rapping. Man, I don't know if that's a good idea, man. What you call it? It's calling us saying they don't want to be on the show with them and whoop and all this. And, you know, we don't want to, we done already paid them and stuff. And, you know, we're just now adding you on. They just added me on. They did. I'm already doing shows.
Mo3 claimed to have told the promoters that there was no beef between him and Yella Beezy, with them saying that Beezy told them that there was beef and that Mo3 had asked them to put Beezy on the phone, which they wouldn't do.
Now, I don't got no beef with no rapper. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about no rap beef. I don't have that. Sir, what you talking about? Man, he said that y'all got a problem. He said that. Let me talk to him. Put him on the phone. Nah, we can't do that. Man, just put us on the phone, man. This business. I ain't got no rap beef.
Mo3 went on to say that he thought he was booked for the show, even saying that Future, one of the headliners, shared the flyer with Mo3's name on it publicly, suggesting that they only deleted the flyers mentioning Mo3 after the event had taken place without Mo.
So I told the promoter, I'm good. I'm going to do, you know what I'm saying? Book me, I'm going to do my shit. I don't know nothing about no rap beef. So he was like, man, 3, you for real? I'm like, bro, I'm for real, bro. All my kids. How y'all think I got on this show? Is y'all at y'all mind? Did y'all really think I just popped up out of somewhere? I was promoted on the radio, billboard ads, in hold on, Future even posted me. Future, you can't, if y'all don't believe me, Future page, when he promoted the shows, they waited till y'all was saying, they waited till the internet started saying, he wasn't even on the show. They was like, oh, bet, the internet think he wasn't even on the show. Let us hurry up and go delete all the promotion we did of him. So I'm looking like, they deleted it. Guess what? I recorded it. Future. This Future page. This, watch this. See, they wasn't too quick on their feet. Look, this Future page. Future, Wednesday at 9:23. Who name that say at the bottom? Oh, apologize to me, y'all. Say sorry, Mo3. So Future lying about me being on this show, this Future.
So it's bugged out because part of me wants, and shout out to Big Yella 317 with the 5 gifts of memberships to the channel, man. We podding over here, y'all. This is the Sorry Shoot podcast, and we are building. I appreciate you, G, one of our members, man. Part of me, you know, when you watch this and you just hear this piece of the highlights of their beef, if that's all you interpret, then it's just like, yo, this feels like it ain't about nothing. And, you know, being on shows at the same time, and one person said, you can't be on a show with me, another person, it goes into all these different areas. Like, is somebody trying to block my money? Is somebody making me look like I'm a smaller artist? Then you got the power fight within the city. Who's the biggest rapper? Who's the best and all that? You know, people don't like to share light too much. You know how it go. I know how that go personally as well. People hate to share light. But this stuff right here, depending on which side of the gate you stand on, it's like the snowball shit. It's the snowball shit because along the way, these are the situations where you ask Yella Beezy or you ask Mo3 years later, you say like, yo, what started it all? And they don't even remember. And then you ask them like, yo, who's right or who's wrong? And it's just like, all I know is I got 50 different examples of where I felt that person wronged me. You know what I'm saying? And then you kind of lose track of how important the situations are. Is it really over some significant money? Was anybody hurt? Was any lives lost? Is this because you said something publicly, so I had to respond because the fans are watching us? I can't let you punk me. And that, like, the snowball effect of that type of shit, it catches us in these traps all the fucking time, man. All the fucking time. And I will say this. One thing that I do disagree with, and I would always promote to people, anybody that follows me or listens to me or takes anything I say partially as a gem or at times as advice. Everything I say ain't gonna fit you, but some things I say might. Don't ever feel over egotistical or have so much pride that you can't remove yourself from being around people that you feel that you don't get along with, right? Especially as a man. Ladies, I know this fish out too, but especially as a man, I know like we got this thing about us where it's just like, if I want to be there, or if I'm supposed to be there, or if I got a job over there, or whatever the case may be, I don't care who's there. And if somebody that's there that don't like me, that makes me even want to be there even more. Like we got this thing about us, like we trick ourselves into some shit a lot. When we're able to remove that pride and that ego piece right there, I've done it in more of my recent years, like the last 5-6 years of my life. Like I've been able to do that. If you would have talked to me like in my 20s, I couldn't do it. I can't do it. And I don't know how old MO3 and Yella Beezy are at the time of these videos, which adds a little bit of, for lack of better words, justification to how they're handling this. Because when you're young, you flighty. Like a lot of us were the same. But today, if you tell me such and such that you don't necessarily want to be around or care for too much is over here at this party, I want to go over there. I don't purposefully put myself around people that I feel I don't get along with. That's just the point of life that I'm in. And some of y'all have even heard publicly, like people have hit my man Holla up, other league owners and whatnot. It could be URL diggers. It could be that other fucking jealous guy. I almost said his name. I can't say his name. Right? Whoever, whether they're recording, whether it's an event or whatever. Yo, Holla, I'm cool. I'll be home on the stream. I don't want to be around people. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing pussy about that. I don't want to be in the same space. I don't want us to smile at each other. I don't want us to nod heads at each other. I don't want anybody to extend their hand to me. I don't want us to be caught ice grilling each other. I'm not going to look at the floor. I'm not going to be able to tell you what kind of sneakers you got on. Just like that, because that creates problems. I'm telling you. So I'd rather take my ego and pride off the table and say, yo, man, I'm gonna be home. Now, Holla's my guy. I'm just using that as an example, like, because I'm practicing what I preach. Now, Holla being my guy, he's just like, all the associations is different than a friend. So ARP is my friend. So that means that, listen, I fuck with y'all. We cool, but y'all can't come because my friend don't want to be around y'all. And I do the same for I'm not going to purposefully put you, and I'm going to let you know if you're ever going to be around people that maybe we have neutral associations with. On the flip side, Holla forgot that one. When me and Verb was kind of going back and forth and we was into it, and you never know what's going to happen when we was in the same room, and nobody still has that full story. All y'all know is that some man shit happened, it went down, and then we was able to leave our beef alone. But Holla forgot. He invited us both to his fucking album release party or his mixtape release party. And we both in the building, and oh shit, there you go. And whatever happened after that happened after that. But technically, we both wasn't supposed to be there. Like Holla's supposed to, like, he forgot. Like after it all unfolded, like he's like, oh shit, I forgot about you too. I didn't realize that until this happened. I'm just like, yeah, nigga, wake up. Like, you know what I'm saying? But this is the things that we have to try to take account for. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to try not to purposefully put ourselves. You cross paths with somebody, you cross paths with somebody. That could be a handshake, that could be a smile, that could be nothing, that could be nobody says nothing. You go your way, I'm gonna go my way. It could be an issue. You just never know when you actually cross paths. But purposefully, I remove my ego. Nah, I'm not gonna. I'm all right. Y'all gotta do y'all thing. And people joke in my direction about it too. Like some of these league owners, whatever, like they'll send messages, whatever, and it's funny, and we'll laugh about it, right? But the whole moral of it is, I just don't want to be around y'all. And y'all shouldn't want to be around me neither. Because y'all don't care for me and I don't care for y'all. It doesn't have to be beef. Neither one of us, none of these people, I'm not online like this shit right here. Fuck, dig, blah, blah, you stop my money. It's not that with me. Like, or else I would have a whole different energy. You know what I'm saying? Or actually, I wouldn't even be online with that type of energy. I don't beef with people publicly. I don't have any beef at this point in my life, period. Luckily for me, God bless, and I want to stay that way. I don't have we know what the word beef is. I don't have beef with anybody that I know of, I should say. I'm a very defensive person, so I don't put nothing past nobody. I'm not walking around saying like, nobody would ever put their hands on me. You never fucking know how somebody else is out there walking around feeling. So I keep myself prepared, right? But me personally, I'm not walking around with anything in my heart saying, I got beef with you, nigga, which is when I would never mention any names or reference any situations online anyway, because it's that level, right? Because it's that level. So to me, even the stuff that's even underneath beef, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Yeah, me and you, we might see each other and laugh about some shit, but I'm cool. I don't want if we don't rock, I don't want to be around you. Period. I can't have a good time if I'm around people that I don't get along with, I don't like. Period. Like, why do people force themselves on each other? That's where you create problems, whether on purpose or on accident. Don't force yourself around each other. Period.
Page, this is real Page. Say sorry, MO3.
MO3 would go on to say that he felt like the venue and the promoters finessed him, even going as far as to play a recording of the promoter supposedly telling MO3 he was all clear to perform.
And then they called me back 2 days later and said, okay, we made up our mind, you can get on. You think I'm lying? Guess what? Bitch, I recorded it! Let's let the game begin. They called me at 11:50 in the morning. Listen, and this is what they told me. They said, okay, we all came to an agreement. You can get on the show again. I'm like, so I told you I ain't tripping with the rapper. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about that rap beef. I'm steady saying it. I'm hollering at this whole time. Hello? Hey, what's going on? All right, MO3, this is Bricc for Unruly Citizen. You know, how you vibe is ready for Saturday. You know, we just want to make sure that we have a good show, like we don't have, anything extra. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Oh, yeah, no, we good. Let me run it back. He said, I just want to let you know, I hope you're ready for Saturday. Hope you have a good show. Yeah, no, we good. I'm Gucci. I'm just ready to rock out, do my thing. We're not trying to, escalate any situation. We just want to put on a good show for our first event here to the Cowboys, you know? Yeah. I'm on the same page as y'all. We just want to speak to people directly so we can feel comfortable because obviously we see what you can do in a good crowd, so that's going to help our show. But we just want to make sure everybody's safe because it's the Lake Suburban show. Listen, did you hear what he said? He said, obviously, you're very good at what you do. We would love to have you on the show. You can bring in a crowd, and it's going to help our show. A show that y'all said I wasn't on. Y'all better.
So at this point, you can tell, like, a lot of this is meant to prove that I am a significant artist. Let's just call it what it is. He highlighted that piece. You see what he said? I bring in a crowd, and and then they're going back and forth. Who? I don't know this artist. I don't know. Like, it's becoming part of it. Just jousting for who's the best, who's bigger, who's significant, who does numbers, who does sales, who got bigger songs, who got bigger crowds that they draw. That's why he highlighted that piece. That's a big part of the public watching them react like this, both Yella and MO3, to be honest.
Apologize to me, bro. Y'all hurt my feelings. This is the who run the show. Listen, we're not going to take you off the show. Did you hear what the promoter said? Tell me sorry. Stop playing with me. Tell me sorry.
MO3 would go on to say that the police outside the venue told him that Yella Beezy specifically claimed he didn't feel safe with MO3 in the venue.
I'm confused why I'm handcuffed. I'm confused why y'all violate me. I'm an artist, sir. I'm verified, sir. Sir, what you doing, sir? I'm supposed to be here, sir. Your show has been canceled. When, sir? I don't know nothing about that. When did they cancel the show? When? He got me in the car and said, you had beef with a rapper. I don't have beef with no rapper. Well, that's what him and his team is saying. Him and his team are telling us that they don't want to be near you. Wow. What's going to happen in Frisco?
MO3 would then address Yella Beezy's DJ VLAD interview, where he said that he didn't know who he was just the day before this, with MO3 saying rather menacingly, how are you going to say you don't know me when you felt me?
Why you get on Vlad TV talking about you don't know me? When you don't felt me, you get what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, you felt my presence before, sir. I didn't act like I didn't know you, sir. I said he's a good rapper.
MO3 then proceeded to mock Yella Beezy for telling Vlad he doesn't know him, but telling the police all about their business.
You know what you could have did? You could have told them like me, it wasn't no smoke, and then they would have let us get in there. We would have been in the same. You ain't gonna do that, did you? Nah, you ain't gonna do that. I know. It's okay. I ain't mad at you. I am mad at you. Nah, I ain't mad at you. I'm just playing with you. You made me look like a liar. You made me look like a liar to the cops, man. Because I sit up there and I was trying to, keep it real and say that it was not any beef, because I don't even know anything about no beef. And you went right over there with your little light skin and you told those folks it was some smoke. You told those folks you cannot be by me. Sir, you were sweating, sir. They told me, sir, you were sweating, sir. Sir, I would have loved to see you sweat.
Now, to be fair, Mo3 does kind of go on to contradict himself here, playing a call that apparently shows the promoter telling him that he was being taken off the show because of his gang ties.
Mo3, we got to put you off the show. I say, what? What you mean you got to put me off the show? Because you're a gang member. I said, isn't whatchamacallit a Crip? I said,
That's his response. Not that I'm not a gang member, but instead, like, let me just justify this by calling out other gang members. Oh, man.
y'all have something against Bloods? I didn't know it was illegal to be a gang member.
There you go. There you have it.
As long as you're not doing gang member crimes, it's okay. You have the freedom of speech and freedom to represent whatever you want to represent. You know, they got Ku Klux Klan out here. 50 Cent was gang banging once upon a time. He's successful. Sir, I'm not comprehending Lil Wayne. I always said, so woo. He's successful. Y'all think I'm lying? They said I could cook because I was a gang member. Guess what? I recorded it. But that is gang. Oh, gang unit police. Listen, he said the Dallas gang unit police called them and said, y'all have gang members on y'all show. And they said, who? And I guess I'm the only gang member. So they had to take me off, but I thought whatchamacallit was a 6-0 neighborhood Crip. Right? That don't, come on, man. Y'all got something against them banner hunters? Whoa, 282. Whoa. But he over there talking about neighborhood, let the C's lie. But I'm the only gang member. This that put both of us on the show. These facts. Y'all ain't gonna make me look bad. What I'm lying for? Clout chasing for what?
And after some bounty hunter blood banging on the phone, Mo3 would claim that after his arrest, he managed to get the promoter to admit that it was Yella Beezy who didn't want him in the show, not the gang unit.
Mo3. But you just said they said they got all them gang members. Why I'm the only gang member that got to be taken out? How they just gonna call me a gang member? I'm not blaming nothing on the police. Listen, this him. Mo3 on the show. Is it good? Don't blame nothing on the police all the time. Stop that. Don't do that.
I'm not blaming nothing on the police officer. What I'm trying to tell you is that on Wednesday.
Hold on. No. I understand it. Listen, a rapper and his management felt like it was a bad idea. True or false? No, watch me get quiet. Hello? Listen. He didn't want to listen. All this was a bad idea. Don't stop blaming the police. All this is going on. All this commotion caused up. I'm going to jail because a rapper is getting on your by letting me on the show because he feared for his mother safety. How many times did you tell me that? And I said, why would he fear for his safety? I can't do nothing up here.
In the end, Mo3 spoke his piece and seemingly proved to the world that he was at least booked for the show at some point, rather than the whole thing being a publicity stunt. But at the same time, it does sound like he kind of knew he wasn't entirely welcome when he turned up at the venue. And even denying that all of this was for publicity, the promotion and subsequent Instagram live rant was indeed good publicity for Mo3. And despite Mo3 claiming time and time again that he could have been in the same venue with Yella Beezy without any drama, we all know that's not true. And from here on out, it would only take a couple of months before Mo3 and his ops would indeed find themselves at the same venue. And unsurprisingly, it all popped off. Following on from Mo3 being rejected from the concert,
the fight. So y'all head over to Trap Lord Ross's channel if y'all want to get into that chapter. It continues. A lot of the issues is well chronicled and pieced together, not just in videos like that, but all across social media and the internet. Couple Googles, couple YouTube searches, and boom, there it all is. So all right, let's tie this now into the rest of the title when we start talking about is media the feds. All right, let me bring this up. I guess this is relevant also because of the Big U recent arrest, right? This is when Adam 22 was on VLAD TV and he was talking about Big U sending No Jumper a cease and desist to take down that now infamous interview where Loose Cannon is telling WAC 100 basically that to a degree, he believed that Big U had something to do with the murder of Nipsey Hussle because of the calls that he made to Loose Cannon and whatnot before he actually was killed. But this is him talking about the cease and desist, even though you could still find this footage all over the place.
And from what I understand, what Loose Cannon said wasn't directly kind of one-to-one to what it was titled. So what exactly, because at this point, Big U actually sent you a cease and desist. Did you take that interview down?
We did.
Okay, so you complied to the cease and desist.
Yeah, you know, I talked to my legal team, and, you know, I am of the opinion, and it's mostly true, that it's very, very hard to sue anybody in America as a journalist, as a media personality for, you know, covering issues. But my legal team talked to me about it and said basically that, like, in the full arena of what's free speech and what's libel, that episode was quite a bit closer to libel from their perspective than the average piece of content that might be discussed in this type of thing. Basically, Loose Cannon said some stuff that he basically said that Big U knew that Nipsey was going to get killed before Nipsey got killed.
It's all out there, and we read the paperwork, right? There's No Jumper podcast stuff in there as it relates to what Loose Cannon has said in his interviews, right? Let's continue now with another video of Adam 22 responding to backlash and people saying that, yo, you're involved in, you know, Big U getting grabbed up in his indictment. Let's check this out.
See a lot of people saying that 22 is the reason why Bricc got caught up. Fuck out of here. 22, you know what I do? I put people in position, put them on the podcast, give them jobs, help them make legal money. A lot of the shit that people are getting caught up for is shit, especially with Bricc. It's like, I'm not seeing anything that says anything about stuff that he's done in the last 2 years since he's been fucking with us, right? So, you know, end of the day, I do employ people from the streets. And I guess, you know, people from the streets sometimes get caught up in federal RICO indictments, whatever the fuck this shit is. And all I can say is that, yes, I may crack a joke here and there. I'm sorry, that's just my sick sense of humor. But end of the day, that's my boy. I'm standing with him. Loose, I got love for Loose too. We're going to be documenting this whole thing, helping him along the way, whatever it is. So anybody acting like this is because of No Jumper, no, No Jumper was the antidote to this bullshit.
I got one more that I want y'all to watch, and then we're gonna turn this into the title. One more. Let's check out Vlad talking about Big U's arrest as well.
Social media users, you know, they're blaming Vlad TV, you know, again, you know.
Well, I mean, I think in this particular case, Vlad TV doesn't have anything to do with this case. Bricc Baby was a regular guest on the show. Big U had done an interview some years back, really just talking about things, you know, that they had done in the far past and, you know, a life that they essentially have left behind. There was no active anything being talked about in any of our interviews.
Like you said, you covered Big U's life story in the past.
Yeah.
You know, did you see this raid coming? Like, you know, was there any hints that, you know, like essentially the feds are saying that he was living a double life?
None at all. We did an interview, it was maybe 2019, something like that, 2018, 2019. It was a very cool interview. He was a very nice guy. We kept in contact. We spoke over the years. You know, we speak maybe like a couple of times a year. Just kind of checking in on him, seeing how he's doing, seeing some of the positive things that he's doing in the community. And that's what we talked about in the interview as well. I didn't know of anything at all on any level with Big U. I'm completely shocked as to this actually happened.
It seems like they like to group
rappers
on a lot of hearsay, you know, a lot of activity, and group it all into one. Like Big U was claiming he doesn't even know everybody in his.
Do y'all realize that the way that the interviewer here for TMZ just reacted to Vlad saying, I don't know nothing about Big U being involved in nothing. I interviewed him, cool guy. We stay in touch, yada, yada. The interviewer responded to him in a way that people would call Vlad for. He's trying to pull out more information. He said, all right, you just said, basically, to paraphrase, you just told me that, you know, you're shocked at all this. And he's like, well, you hear the rumors and all that. Just like that. That's how it goes. Now, how Vlad responds in the moment, sometimes cameras are rolling. People might say, well, yeah, I heard some rumors that, he was involved with Nip, but I don't think it's true. Stuff like that. Just that fast, though. You could end up saying something that can constitute what these people might look at, investigate, or put into their paperwork. So look, the roles are reversed. As much as we blame Vlad for the shit, the interviewer just tried to do it to him because now he's the guest.
And I'm sure he doesn't. Yeah, I remember Big U in our interview even said that he was never a rolling 60s.
See,
Himself.
he got more out of him
60s
about
number.
the gang shit.
Yeah,
that's on record. But at the end of the day, these situations happen around people that are continuing to do criminal enterprises outside of their career as an entertainer. And this has always happened. It happened with ARAB. It happened with Casanova 2 times. There was a Vlad TV interview talking about what they had done years and years ago. But if you notice, none of these cases have anything to do with interviews. There is actual crimes being committed. There's actual snitches that are around them that are taking the stand and testifying against everybody. It's not the interview that does it. And a lot of times, not even social media. It's, people sometimes send DMs through their Instagram of illegal activities that ultimately gets subpoenaed by the government and becomes part of the case. These are the things you have to really worry about. Not so much the interviews. You really have to worry about actual crimes. Now, if you're not doing anything, do all the interviews you want. I've done some criminal stuff in the past statute of limitations that I've talked about in my interviews. Whatever, doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah, and I guess a lot of people kind of missed the point that Vlad TV interviews are voluntarily. Like you're not holding a gun to anyone's head and make them say any of this info.
Absolutely. And in fact, our regular guests, like a Bricc Baby, actually gets compensated for coming in and doing interviews. Bricc Baby, I just seen him at the mall at the Beverly Center like 3-4 days ago. We just randomly ran into each other. It's crazy how quickly things change. Like I'm sure had no idea what was about to happen a few days from now.
Yeah, no signs of panic or
what's up? Gave each other a hug. What's up? What's up? Like he had some people with him. Like it was cool. I saw nothing. Just just a carefree LA day at the mall. Like everyone's in good spirits.
All right, so be clear. Vlad is going to defend what he does for a living, which is do interviews, in which he also gets controversial and edgy content that people actually want to see. Vlad's platform doesn't get to being where it needs to be, or where he wants it to be, or where it is today, without all of us clicking fucking play. Okay, I'm not going to allow us to lie to ourselves. Okay, if Vlad had shitty content, or if he wasn't getting the interviews, the people, or the topics that people didn't want to hear about, nobody would fucking be clicking play. That's how it goes. So let's take it off the table. But he obviously is responding with a bias there. He's protecting what he does for a living. Hey, like we're not holding guns to anybody's head, and these people are getting paid. And I saw Bricc the other day. He's a regular guest. Everything is cool. I mean, he did, chill out, Vlad, with the whole the interviews aren't getting used. Yes, he's right that the actual crimes is what got you there, is what actually got you indicted or sitting in court or sitting in jail or getting interrogated. The actual crime. Yes, he's absolutely right about that. But what they use as evidence to constitute these crimes or to try to get a conviction absolutely is the social media, the interviews, the posts. And at the end of the day, who is more liable? Like we've answered this question before, but this Yella Beezy and MO3 type of stuff comes up. The Big U indictment comes up. Bricc Baby and Loose Cannon comes up. And then we start to ask the questions once again when we see No Jumper podcast in last night's read of the paperwork for Big U. And we see the podcast right there. We see what Loose Cannon has been saying already publicly with the stuff that Whack 100 says. Whack 100's name was in the paperwork last night that we read. We start to see all this stuff. And what do? We love to treat the symptoms. That's what we love to do. We don't like to go to the root cause. You know what I'm saying? Like the root cause, people. The root cause is not the platform or the interviewer or the Vlad or the Adam 22. Hey, street niggas, let me ask y'all a question. What do you despise more? The detective asking the question or the person that's sitting there either snitching or dry snitching? I'll wait. I know the answer. It's just an alley-oop setup that I know you motherfuckers can't answer without helping me making my point. So stop blaming Vlad and Adam 22. Even if they did get confirmed a couple years from now, they both work for the cops. I wouldn't even care. I wouldn't care. Like, I would think morally it's fucked up because you know you're lining people up. Yeah, that's a dirty job to be in. But at the same time, how much proof do you guys need to see on the internet what will be used and taken from these interviews and social media and DMs and posts and lives and all this type of shit and the songs that y'all do? Stop blaming the person that's there to cut the camera on and say, hey, will you tell me about the murder? And then you decide to say, like on some AR ab shit, yeah, so by the way, you know, could have happened because I recently, you know, I kidnapped a few niggas, hit some niggas for some bricks. Don't know if it happened behind that. By the way, look at the scar when I was shot. Oh, how it went down? I was selling some niggas some crack. You know what I'm saying? Next thing y'all know, niggas got in my back seat, started shooting or whatever. He's telling us the crime. He's telling us the crime. Let's stop going to the symptom. Now, if I'm trying to help you stay out of jail, let's say I want to use Boosie and Vlad, not Boosie and Bricc. I think Bricc is content to Vlad, and everybody is content to Adam 22. He's already shown that, including his wife, right? So let's just use Vlad in that sense. I think Boosie and Vlad, I think they have a friendship. I think Vlad has had a couple legitimate friendships in the public side. I think My Son was one of them. They lost their relationship. Boosie is obviously one of them. These are people that I think he really endears and he fucks with past. We're doing content together, right? If Boosie got on his platform and said something super incriminating that can put him in jail tomorrow, I think Vlad wouldn't put it out. I think he would tell himself, damn, Boosie's my guy. I'm smarter than him. I wouldn't have said that. He said that. I'm not going to put that out. Or I'm going to run it past him a million times. Or I'm going to remind him or at least tell him like, yo, you sure about this? I think he would play some type of role like, let's be careful here, rather than just like, oh, he just said something incriminating. Fuck it, it's going to be views though. No, I think he would try to protect his relationship. If for nothing else, you're going to hurt yourself from being able to do interviews with the guy going forward for God knows how long while he's sitting in jail behind the interview that he just exposed himself. So I think Vlad would in certain scenarios. Other than that, it's not his responsibility. It's not his responsibility. He is there to feed the fan base. That's what he's there to do. So once again, do you blame or have a bigger problem with the detective that's asking the question or the person that's either sitting in front of the detective snitching or dry snitching? Stop blaming these fucking people. And there's a million examples and people still want to come right behind the last person. We see AR Ab, you see Yella Beezy, you see King Von and the social media and all the type of stuff that's already public. You see Little Dirk, you see all of this stuff. And then somebody from Vlad's office calls you and says, hey, man, I see you got some stuff going on, man. You want to come up here and talk about it? I'm going to send you a flight. We could arrange a price and all that type of stuff. I'll put you up in a hotel. You're still going to say yes. He's able to get the people that are involved in Pop Smoke's killing. You know, that guy, like, what was his trap star, whatever his name was. They say yes, whether it's because they need the money, they want the clout, they want the views, they want the promotion, they want whatever. They say yes. They say yes. It's not a detective that put handcuffs on you, sat you in the box and said, I got some questions for you, which you still even have the opportunity to say, lawyer, I have the right to remain silent. This ain't even that. You guys are walking into fucking Vlad and No Jumper podcast studios as free men, no handcuffs, willingly, knowingly, paid, signed contract, all types of shit. Camera there, camera there, camera there, microphone on my fucking collar. Let me tell you exactly what you need to hear. It's just Vlad is smarter. He outsmarts a lot of these guests, just like Charlemagne. On a more comedic note, to baiting people into saying certain shit or gaslighting people, Charlemagne is a master at it. DJ Vlad is one of the best interviewers that we've seen. He's able to extract the information and the content that his fan base really wants to see, whether they admit it or not. I'm going to admit it because there's a lot of Vlad shit I watch. If I see a title that comes across right now that says Yella Beezy, Yella Beezy responds to the allegations of him being connected to MO3. Play. I clicked it just like that. All of us, they are not to blame. Do they morally and principally carry themselves in the best manner? Definitely not Adam 22. But he's always going to take the position of, I'm paying these people. I'm not putting no guns to their head. They're there willingly. I ask the questions. You could say yes. Didn't he just have 2 teenagers on his platform that were connected to the Joker dude that was wrapped up, they say, in Gilly's son's murder, right? 2 people that were allegedly in the Joker's video that know him personally. No jumper, going for the juicy content. Called those 2 kids to his platform, flew them out to LA. They were teenagers. They were fucking kids. They were kids. They got on that platform and they spun Adam 22 in circles. They said, yo, so what's up with the joke and this and that? And that's what they was really there for, right? And they were just like, oh, I don't know him. I don't think it's the same person. Let's talk about something else. They spun him and they were fucking kids. Kids that spun Adam 22. Basically scammed him out of his money for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for paying us for coming out here. Thank you for the free vacation and the free trip to LA. But I'm here as a damn 60. They was like, yo, we're still in high school. Thank you for the check. But the stuff that you brought us here to talk about, we're not even talking about it. But you bring these grown ass, those are kids. You bring these grown ass fucking men and be like, yo, so why do you think you guys shot? Honestly, I was selling some niggas some crack. You know what I'm saying? That's really what. Yeah, Vlad and Adam 22 and Say Cheese, and they're all to blame. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. I'm cool. Yo, let's get into this for a second, people. Unfortunate news for fans of K Flock and his family. So yesterday, K Flock has been found guilty of multiple charges in his New York RICO case, Inner City Press reports. On the second day of deliberations, Thursday, March 20th, the jury convicted K Flock, born Kevin Perez, of racketeering, conspiracy, use of a firearm resulting in death, attempted murder, and assault with a dangerous weapon in aid of racketeering, and the use of a firearm for attempted murder and assault with a dangerous weapon. He was acquitted on one charge of murder in aid of racketeering connection to the 2021 killing of Mr. Hernandez. That was the Riverside one situation or whatever. We read that. So different shooting. Okay. K Flock is scheduled to be sentenced on July 16th. He is facing possibility of a life sentence. Wow. So the second murder that they tied, because it's all under RICO. So, you know, the scamming stuff that they had, the murder, you know, that this camera footage of, not the full shooting, but, you know, the cross pass with somebody. He was out there with his sister. You know, that's the one that we see that they was clearly playing self-defense towards. So it looks like he beat one of the murder, but he got charged convicted of the one that has the footage behind it. And I'm not seeing anything in here related to the credit card fraud and all that other type of stuff that was also in his RICO. But yes, he's got sentencing coming up in July. He was convicted. He was found guilty of one of the murders. And the self-defense thing I always thought was going to be tough because it's New York, number one. That's one of the biggest reasons. It's New York, right? Outside of it being New York, there's not being in any stand your ground laws, you know, it being in, you still having an illegal gun that you're carrying, all that type of stuff. You still paint the picture. This is how court goes. You're not able to just focus on this sole situation happened and whether we believe it's justified or not. They paint the picture. They put all this gang activity and stuff around it. And that's why they say in furtherance of the gang, and the RICO charges come in, because they say this particular shooting, we're not just going to look at it for that particular day. We're going to say that this is connected over here to this song, and over here you're boosting your views and your social media presence. It's all the whole gang, the whole drill thing that you do. It's all part of this, right? The picture that they paint in furtherance of the gang, in furtherance of your stronghold of the neighborhoods that you're in, further promotion of yourself as a rapper to make more money. They bundle all this picture in. That's what the jury is going to go back and deliberate off of. They're not just going to only sit there and clear their mind of all the shit that was talked about in the trial underneath this RICO. So self-defense or not, he had a lot on him, because it wasn't even a defense that wasn't me. I didn't do it. I was somewhere else. It was like, no, that's K Flock, you know, but this is why it happened. We thought that he was reaching and we thought he was about to, we felt. So you're fighting a murder in New York, regardless with the illegal hand. It's just an overall bad situation. And I didn't say it when we was, you know, before the conviction, when we was covering it. But even then, when I was going over it, I was feeling in my chest like he's gonna get found guilty. I just wasn't saying it. I didn't think that he had a good spot. I was like 20%, maybe 10% in my chest that he's gonna beat this and get off. So I waited. You know, I don't want to put that on him or his family or say that publicly like that. I don't want to put that type of energy out there, look like that. I'm not that type of guy. But I felt it, man. I felt it. Looking at that case and reading through that paperwork and shit like we did. Like this was his destiny with all the stuff. And he's a wild kid, man. He's a wild kid. I don't think I think he never had the chance to grow up and mature and see the lifestyle that could put you in this spot. And a lot of people lose themselves before they reach that level of maturity anyway. I've said that, Jewel, in past as well. I said, we're not just surviving the elements around us. We're not just surviving our neighborhood. We're not just surviving the police. We're not just surviving these shitty school systems that some of us come up in. We're not just surviving the gangs and the peer pressure. We're not just surviving and the drugs. We're not just surviving those things. We're also surviving ourselves 100%, because we're in that position. And yes, we do have a decision to go left or go right. And hopefully we got the type of guidance from like our parents, our OGs, the old heads on the block. They try. But I've seen some of the best parents in the world put in all the work to raise the right woman or the right man, and that kid still goes left. That kid still fucking turns into a shooter, or he's turned out by the gangs. And too many of our youth is falling into this shit. And what further promotes it and instigates it is that there's monetary gain. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, all right, damn, my son or my daughter's out there gang banging. I know. The way they act and the way they're coming out, I can go on YouTube and see K Flock waving a gun around my damn self. I'm his mother or his father. I just go on YouTube and see it. Look at his last video. Look at his social media. Look what he's saying. Look what he's doing. I could look out the window and see them recording a video right in front of the fucking building. Your parents know. You know what I'm saying? But maybe they can't control you. They can't control you. But the monetary gain that's there, like, oh, this is my way out. This is my way into the record industry. I'm getting some YouTube views. I'm getting popularity. I'm getting exposure. Fame is a drug within itself. Some people think that attention, I might be one of them, they think that attention is a stronger drug, if you classify it as drug, just to make a point, a stronger drug than fucking methamphetamine and crack and coke and heroin and all of that shit. I think attention is the strongest drug. Like, so you put all these factors together and I could put some money in my pocket behind it too. Fuck what mommy and daddy is saying. I'm outside chasing down ops on camera, gangbanging, shootings, retaliations, all of this. So I didn't think that he was really up against I didn't really think that he was gonna beat this. And you know, we'll see what type of sentence that he gets in July. Whether he's facing life, you know. So how old is he? Hold on, let's bring that up real quick. How old is K Flock? K Flock is 21 years old, man. He just got his ability to drink in the fucking club. 21 years old. 21 years old, man. Now you see somebody like a Big U, and I'm not saying that he doesn't, his years left of his life is not precious. Like, all life is precious. Every year you have, every month, every minute you have, every second you have here is precious, right? But Big U is 57. You know what I'm saying? Even though he spent a lot of his years already incarcerated. But K Flock, 21 years old. You know, if God blessed him with health and evasion of the type of stuff that gets us out of here, he hasn't even seen half of his life then. At the age 21, he hasn't even seen half of his life yet. He hasn't experienced life. He hasn't learned what life is really about yet. You know, to me, a 21-year-old is a kid still, because your mind is so much to grow and so much to learn and so much to experience and so much to see. And he just lost that. And I get into these type of segments because if I got any youngins that's watching this shit, man, like, please, I talk to my guys, son, like, I talk to people like youngins around me, like y'all gotta try to evade this shit as much as possible. I understand you're young, you're impressionable. That's what's the limelight is. That's what the friends are doing. That's what's popping. I was there too. I was running behind some bullshit at times that I shouldn't have been. And I survived myself. I survived my elements, and I got to a place of maturity. But these kids are coming up fast, and they need to also mature faster as well, because that's what they're fighting against. They need to mature faster to the point where it's just like, oh, wait, I know at the age 19 where this heads. Not easy, but so. All right. That's it for today. We crossed the hour. I appreciate everybody that joined the chat. We'll see if we make it back this afternoon. If not, you know, we'll be back here in the morning. It's Saturday, so don't count on me being here at 6 a.m. in the morning tomorrow on Saturdays and Sundays. You know, if I get me a little extra 90 minutes of sleep, please don't fucking slit your wrist or try to blame me for it or curse me out for it or get in the chat early as the stream is coming up talking about what the fuck is you? You're late. Y'all did that to me last week and the week before. But, you know, Monday through Fridays, you know, I've been very, very consistent, 6 a.m. But tomorrow we will be here. Just give me a little bit of extra time to make it to the stream, and I got y'all. And if some wild, stupid shit hits, then we'll be back in this afternoon. But in the meantime, enjoy y'all Friday, y'all. I'll catch y'all in a second.
Don't confuse silence with work ethic. I'm a boss, making decisions my first fetish. The verse cherished is perfect, that's a reverse blemish. I dropped it, connected the block, learn Tetris.
This is the Sorry Street Podcast. Welcome to the house of. And shout out to the members.
Without my thing, still got a gun.